Hello students, previously we have learned this poem. Don't be afraid of the dark. Don't be afraid of the dark. So this lesson is already included into unit 5. Now we are going to learn this unit number 5, topic number, chapter number 2. And the name of the lesson is Hellen Keller. Hellen Keller. Hellen Keller was a girl. Okay. Hellen Keller was a girl. When she was born, she was very okay with the health, okay. But later on, she had a sickness, which is very tough for her. Okay, it was very serious for her. Even though she is sick, even though she was sick or had a sickness, she was clever. She was a clever girl. Okay. So today I am going to teach this lesson and pay your attention here properly. First of all, I would like to give a short summary of this lesson. I have displayed that summary on the board, so you can go through it also. Okay, I learn it well. Let me start now. Hellen Keller was born as a healthy child. But one day she became seriously ill. Okay. As we know that in this world, when the child takes place, okay, either it is a girl or either she is a girl or she is a boy. Okay. Either she is a baby boy or baby girl. Okay. Sometimes or many 20% children are weak when they are they are taking first place, they are taking first step on the earth. Okay. So here the same way, the Hellen Keller was a healthy baby girl, but later on she became very ill, or she fell in the sickness. Although she recovered from her illness, it left her deaf and blind. Afterwards, she recovered. Okay, she was going to be fine. Okay, she was going to be okay. But along with that, what happened? She could not listen, or she could not see. Two wrong things happened with that girl. First one, she became deaf as well as she became blind. So after getting recovery from her bad health, okay, what happened? After getting recovery from the bad health, okay, poor health, okay, then she becomes deaf and blind. So she cannot listen as well as she cannot see. Okay. Hellen was a bright little girl, but she was growing undisciplined and ill. Temper. Her mother decided to place a teacher for her. Okay. Hellen was a bright. Hellen was a clever, excellent girl. Okay. Okay. She was clever, but along with that, what happened? She became a very irritated girl. For example, little girl, but she was growing undisciplined. Undisciplined means the person who does not sit properly, who does not stand properly, okay, who does not walk properly, okay, who does not speak properly, who does not write properly, okay. Okay, that is considered as an undisciplined person. Okay, here the same way that Hellen become undisciplined girl. Temper means every time she was having the irritations. Okay, when she didn't like to go somewhere else, didn't like to meet someone else. Okay, so that is why, because of this problem, her mother decided to have a teacher for that girl. Which girl? Hellen. Okay. Her mother decided to place a teacher for her. Okay. Helen's teacher. So the name of the teacher was Miss Suleiman. Okay. Taught on her hand to make her understand different words. Obviously, as we know that she could not listen, she could not see. So how can teacher teach? That is the main question. Am I right? So here, the Suleiman, Miss Suleiman tried to take her hand and taught some words. The first word we see, learn, that is dawn. Or what? Gradually, Hellen understood that verse. And she thinks or she believed that the words were the most important things in the world. Why Hellen thought that the words were the most important things in the world? Because as she could not listen and as she could not see, that is why. And she learned some words by his hand. Okay, with the help of whom? Her teacher, and the name of the teacher was Miss Suleiman. Okay, so that is why Hellen believed that or understood that the words were the most important thing in the world because the words would tell her everything she needs to know, because the words help her to know everything. The words help Hellen to know everything. So this is the short summary of this lesson. Now I am going to deal with the reading as well as explanation. So if you have a textbook, please take out and put on your hands and start reading with me. It was the summer of 1880. It was the summer of 1880. You know very well what is summer. Summer is a particular season in which it will hot. Okay. And which year was that? It is 1880. A healthy baby girl was born in a small town in Alabama. Alabama was a small town where the healthy baby girl was named Hellen Keller took place. Her parents loved her dearly and named her Hellen Keller. Obviously, each and every parent likes a daughter or son. Okay, and they give name. So here, her parents loved her dearly and named her Hellen Keller. So what was the name of that girl? Hellen Keller. But one day, the baby became ill, and day after day, her fever stayed high. She was born as a healthy girl. But what happened? When the day is going on, the days were passing. At that time, she fell into the sickness. Okay, and the fever means the temperature of the body, the high temperature of the body, or what temperature of the body. It's going high. It was going high. Her fever stayed high. Everyone in the family tried to help her to get better. Obviously, when you feel sickness, what happens? Your father or mother may bring you to the doctor, okay, or bring some medicine or give you, or try to get out your sickness, okay, and try to make yourself fit. So same way here, when the healthy baby was born in sickness, okay, that what happened? Her parents tried to remove all kind of sickness, what she has or what she had. But all they could say was, there is nothing more we can do, the baby may not live. So after lots of trying, after lots of efforts, everyone thinks that, or everyone thought that this baby may not live more. This baby may not live more. Okay. she was not the same after her illness. She was living, but what kind of situation was there in her life? She lived, but she was living with the sickness and irritations. Okay, something is very wrong. Her mother said. Whose mother said? Helen's mother said something is very wrong. At last they found out what was wrong. Then they found out what was wrong. The child could not see or hear. So when the Hellen Keller was born, at that time she was okay at her health, but later on she became ill, and that is why what happened afterwards. The people surrounding her, they think that, or they thought that she will not live more, but she lived. But she always remained in sickness. That is why her parents find out the reason, that what was the reason to remain in such kind of sickness in her life. That is why, and she came to know that their daughter was deaf and blind. Then the baby grew into a little girl. The baby grew into a little girl. Her parents felt sorry for her. Her parents felt sorry for her. Helen often cried, held on to her mother. Give the poor child what she wants. Her father would say. Obviously, if I have a child, okay, and she or he is not okay with their health, so obviously we feel sorry, okay. So we decide that give whatever she wants or we give whatever he wants, okay. Don't make her sad. Though Helen could not hear or see, she was a bright little girl. As I told you earlier, Helen could not see or could not listen, even though she is very smart, or she was very smart, or she was very brilliant or intelligent girl. Some people thought Helen could not learn anything. Some people thought that Helen will not learn anything. कुछ लोगों को ऐसा लगता था कि हेलन कुछ पढ़ सकती है नहीं. Her mother did not agree, but her mother has courage. Her mother had believed that they all are wrong. Those who are saying that my daughter is not going to learn anything. Okay. But I am thinking that, I believe that my daughter will learn. Helen is very smart, she said and added. Her mother said, Helen is very smart. The problem is, how can we reach her? Helen is smart है, but how can we teach her? That was the main problem. She is locked up inside herself. Helen was locked herself because she could not hear, she could not hear, or she could not see anything. So she became tired. Okay, she felt tired. That is why she locked herself. She locked herself inside the room. Okay. Helen began to grow white. Helen began to grow white. Why? W-I-L-D. White, jungly. Okay, beast. One kind of, but here we cannot consider beast word for that girl. Okay. Helen began to grow white. She would not let anyone from her hand. So, as she is not okay with her eyes or ear, that is why she felt irritation and she did not allow anyone to take a comb and give a beautiful hair. Okay, or to give a hairstyle. Her clothes were always dirty. Her clothes were always dirty. Dirty means which is not nice, which is not clean. That is called dirty. She was often angry. Means 90% she was often angry instead of having happiness or smile on the face. She ever lay on the floor floor and kick her feet. Floor means this. She often lay herself on the floor and kick like this. Her parents thought that they should find a teacher for her. Obviously, if the child is having disabled, if the child is disabled, then such teachers are available. Okay, those who can teach such kind of students. Okay, so here Hellen's parents decided to have a teacher for the Hellen Keller to improve her lifestyle, okay, or to improve her learning skill. Her parents thought that they should find a teacher for her. Miss Sullivan, a young teacher, agreed to help Hellen to learn to see the world. There was a teacher named Miss Sullivan, and she was ready to teach whom? Hellen Keller. Miss Sullivan gave Hellen a doll. Miss Sullivan gave a doll, Hellen a doll. What she has given to Hellen a doll. Okay. Spell doll. Then Miss Sullivan talked with the Hellen and said her spell of doll. She spelled the word with her fingers into Hellen's hand. Hellen's hand, for example. Sometimes we do doll, D-O-double-L. So this way, Miss Sullivan tried to spell on her hand. Whose hand? Hellen's hand. And what was the spelling? Doll. She spelled the word with her fingers into Hellen's hand. She made the letters with the special hand signs. Special hand signs. Hellen copied her teacher and spelled doll too. Hellen copied her teacher and spelled doll too. Copy means what others do, they will do. What others do, that we copy. In the exam time, sometimes students may not have answer of particular question. At that time, they may see in someone else and copy. Okay. Hellen copied her teacher and spelled doll. So here Hellen learned the spelling of doll by the sign or with the whose help? With the whose help? Miss Sullivan. Okay, Miss Sullivan tried to take her hand and give sign of doll on Hellen's hand, and this way Hellen was learning spelling of doll. But she did not understand what she was doing. But Hellen was not understand what she was doing. She was doing. Hellen liked Miss Sullivan. Hellen liked Miss Sullivan. She was strict but kind. Obviously, many teachers you find in school that they are strict but they are kind. Okay. She spelled a lot of words for Hellen. Who spelled lots of words for Hellen? Miss Sullivan. Hellen on her hand, day and night, to make Hellen understand. So once the teacher was appointed named Miss Sullivan, for whom? Hellen Keller. Okay. So first lesson was, what was the first word she learned? That is doll. Okay. So day by day, she was learning this way. Day by day, Hellen was learning this way. One day, her teacher made Hellen put her hand into running water. Running water मतलब बहता पानी. You may find in the river, canal, farms. Okay, the water which is not stopped at the one place, but it is running. It is running. Okay. Then she spilled water suddenly. Hellen understood that water means something wet running over her hand. So sometimes with the help of experience you can also learn. Okay. If you don't know what is hot. Okay, and if you can't see, okay, so if you touch hot water and somebody say it is called hot, so with the help of that real experience you can learn the word hot. So this way here the Miss Sullivan put Helen's hand in the water or running water and taught her the word of water. She understood that words were the most important things in the world. So Helen understood or believed that the words were the most important things in the world. Because words would tell her everything she wanted to know. Because Helen cannot believe that or agreed that thing that with the help of these words I can learn everything. I can come to know anything what I want to know. Okay, so this was the lesson of Hellen Keller. Okay, so here I would like to say that if you find any child who is disabled, okay, don't tease them, okay, or instead of teasing them, please try to be yourself with themselves and be their hands, okay, and try to teach how they want to learn. Try to teach how they want to learn. Okay, because this is a good sign of our students. It is a good habit of students. Okay, if in your class if you find any students who cannot see or who cannot hear, okay, so help them. Okay, so here all the people believe that the Helen could not learn anything. Okay, but her mother believed that my child will learn everything. So that is why she found out Helen's parents found out the reason what was wrong with her. So they found that my daughter was deaf and blind. That is why they appointed a teacher who can teach differently to their daughter. Okay, so Miss Sullivan taught differently. Okay, with the real experience of different objects, things. Okay, so what was the first object she used? That was doll, and with the help of doll, the Helen learned the first word, that was doll. The second word she learned, that is water. How did she learn? Okay, so Miss Sullivan put Helen's hand on the running water, and then Helen come to know something is very bad, it is running, that is called water. So that is why Helen was happy, and she came to know, or she believed that with the words are the most important things in the world. That is why I can learn anything which I want to learn with the help of these words. So here the words are the most important in this lesson. Okay, now I would like to deal with question answer. Something is wrong, said Helen's mother. Something is wrong, said Helen's mother. What was wrong with Helen? Something was wrong with the Helen. So answer, Helen was unable to see or hear. As I said, Helen was deaf and blind. So she could not listen and she could not see. She was both blind and deaf. Second question, although Helen could not hear or see, what kind of girl was she? As we know that she could not listen and she could not see. Even though what kind of girl was she? That was a question. Now I know you know the answer, but I also tell you. Although Helen could not hear or see, she was a bright and very smart little girl. Even though she could not see or hear, she was an excellent as well as she was smart girl. Who agreed to help Helen? Who was ready to help Helen? A young teacher called Miss Sullivan agreed to help Helen. Fourth question. How did Miss Sullivan help Helen? How did Miss Sullivan help Helen? Miss Sullivan spelled many words on her hand. Whose hand? Helen's hand. Day and night to make Helen understand. She also made the letters with special hand signs. These words help Helen see the world. Fifth number. What did Helen learn and when she teacher? What did Helen learn and when the teacher put her hand into the running water? When the teacher put Helen's hand into the running water and then spelled the word water, Helen understood that water means something wet running over her hand. So, first word she learned, that is tall. Second word she learned, that was water. How did she learn? Helen's hand was put into the water and she came to know that something which is very wet running over the hand, that is called water. What was the most important thing that Helen finally understood? What was the most important thing for Helen that she understood at last? The most important thing that Helen finally understood was the importance of words. Importance of words. She understood that words would tell her everything she wanted to know. So here, at last, I would like to say that if you want to learn anything, okay, if you have courage, okay, if you are desire, if you are girls to learn something, nobody can stop to learn. If you are physically okay or not okay, it doesn't matter. But if you want to learn, nobody can stop you to learn anything. So here Helen, who could not see or hear, even though she was very smart, that is why the parent decided to have a teacher for her, and the teacher taught with the words. That is why the Helen understood that the words were the most important thing in the world, and with the help of these words, I can learn anything which I want to learn. Thank you very much.